everyone, welcome to Tumbang Village, Tumbang District, Malang Regency. Now you are in Candi Jago. Today I am staying here as your tour guide in this historical place to accompany and tell you all a lot of things you will see around the building. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Elia Fatul and you can call me Elia. It's my pleasure to be of service to you and I sure you guys will enjoy this historical tour. Take it easy because it will not be boring for you. If you have something to ask, just let me know because answering your questions is my duty and all my time is for you. For entering the temple, I'll inform you of some rules. First, please be aware of the building construction because this is hundreds of years old construction, which means the durability and the strength are different from modern construction. So this is prone to collapse. And then the second one, smoking is prohibited here. Then the next one is, please don't change the arrangement of stones in this temple. The fourth, please don't scribble on objects in this heritage environment. And the last is, please don't litter other than in the trash. You guys knew the name of this place, right? Yes, this is Candi Jago. Candi means temple. This temple is placed as a form of tribute to Wisnuwardhana, the fourth king of Singasari Kingdom during the reign of Singasari Kingdom in 1249 until 1268, which was built in 1268. 30th century passed on the Bharatan and Negara Kertagama book, and for sure this temple is one of heritage sites of Singasari Kingdom. The original name of Candi Jago was Jajagu. Why is this place named Jajagu? Because Jajagu means the glory of Singasari Kingdom, and the Japanese chose the easiest way to call it as Candi Jago. Okay, now please follow me, get closer in front of this temple. There are several kala and archa. As you can see, one of the kala there is only the head of Banaspati, which is probably usually placed above the temple door. So kala is the embodiment of Banaspati, as I have mentioned earlier, which is a forest ranger because the temple building symbolizes a mountain Meru, which is filled with dense forest. And kala is used as an antidote to evil influences. Because of that, this object is usually placed above the entrance door of the temple. Also, there is a headless statue, which is the Amagapasa statue. That is the embodiment of King Wisnuwardhana. For your information, Candi Jago is still in the form of ruins that have not been restored. Since 1843 till now, this temple already in the form of Pundan terraces and still there is no excavation. So it means this temple is still in the original shape. Move along, the entire of this building has 23 times 14 meters area. This building faces to the west, stands on a pattern about 1 meter high, and the foot of the temple consists of 3 multi-story terraces. Going up, the foot of the temple gets smaller so that on the first and second floors there is a corridor that can be passed to surround the temple. And the garbhagriha or main chamber is located slightly backwards. To go up to the upper floor, there are 2 narrow stairs on the left and the right side of the front or west. The topmost is the purest floor that plays the important role, which has the building slightly shifted to the back. Now let's have a look. Candi Jago is filled with relief panels that are neatly sculptured from the feet to the walls of the upper room. There are almost no empty fields because all are filled with various decorations in the fabric of the stories, which contain the element of letting go. So this reinforces the notion that the construction of Candi Jago is closely related to the death of Sri Jaya Wisnuwardhana, and in accordance with the religion adhered to by King Wisnuwardhana, namely Siwa Buddha. The reliefs on the Candi Jago contain Hindu and Buddhist teachings. Buddha's teachings are reflected in the reliefs of the Tantric Kamandaka story and the Kuncharakarna story, which are carved on the lowest terrace, and on the second terrace wall is carved a continuation of the Kuncharakarna story and an excerpt from the Mahabharata story, which contains Hindu religious teachings, that is Partayajana and Arjuna Vivaha. In Candi Jago, there is a relief divided into 6 story segments. As I said before, the Mahabharata relief carving is the widest than the other 5 reliefs. The Mahabharata story contained here is one part of the Hastadasa Parva, or 18 parts of Mahabharata story. This story tells about the life of the 5 Pandava who lived in the forest after being expelled from the kingdom. This story begins when 5 Pandava and the Kaurava gambled on dice to bet on wealth. At the time, Kaurava staked the wealth, which consisted of the kingdom and all its contains property and women. Kaurava, who had been educated by his uncle Sankuni, then tried to get rid of the Pandava. It was also at this bet that 5 Pandava lost because of Sankuni's tactics. One that is at stake. At stake there is a woman. The woman Kaurava was betting on was Devi Draupadi because of her beautiful face. However, there was resistance from the 5 Pandava. This was because Pandava had a good relationship with Draupadi. Their good relationship appeared when the Bharatayuddha war broke out. There, Draupadi threatened to Pandava to be able to fight the Kaurava, who were bigger and stronger in number. When the battle took place, Dursasana, a member of the Kaurava, humiliated Draupadi by pulling on Draupadi's clothes. So Draupadi was naked, and finally she tried to cover her body again by unrolling her hair. This is a substitute for clothes. Draupadi hairband represents that the tradition of curling hair has existed for a long time. Draupadi has vowed to continue covering her body with her hair until she can wash her hair using the blood of the dead of Dursasana. And as a result of the incident, the 5 Pandava finally decided to leave the kingdom and head to the forest. Not only Pandava members, but they also brought with them Kunti, 5 Pandava's mother, Draupadi, and Purnakawan, or Pandava helper and caretaker. Also, there are still Draupadi reliefs in this Candi Jago. However, there is no specific story in it when Draupadi appeared when 5 Pandava left Kedaton. And then the third terrace is filled with reliefs of the Arjuna Vivaha story. The body walls of the temple are also filled with relief carvings of Hindu stories, namely Krishna's war with Kalyana. Alright everyone, that is all the historical tour about Candi Jago. I do really hope all that information will help you all to understand and love our history and culture even more. Also, I am very happy that you are very excited during this tour. Finally, we come to the end of the tour, and I'd like to remind you all to recheck your personal belongings before leaving this place. Alright, thank you so much for your participation and good cooperation. See you guys.